Don't join the British Army if you're not white.
They spoke outright in the office about lynching me.
Yes, before you join the British Army as an African person or as a melanated person, you need to watch this. Because recently, I've seen a lot of videos on social media where they're talking African people, melanated people, are advising their melanated brothers and sisters to go join the British military because they have opened this so-called opportunity for people from the Commonwealth countries. Commonwealth, what is common about the world of African countries, including those in the Caribbean and that of Britain? It's all about one-sided, them looting our world and call it Commonwealth. When you come to their country, that is when they will show you what Commonwealth means. If there was something common about our world, this sister will not talk like this on this particular video. So I'm going to show you the video. But before we do that, please, as usual, One African Mission, the number one African mission. We are on a mission, and our mission is all about the unity of Africa and the dignity of our race. Because all over the world, we are the only people doing this. It is only the African people. Imagine a Jewish going to join the German army. Just come to think of that. But we are the only. We need serious awareness. We need serious education among ourselves. That is why we are here as One African Mission. Our mission is all about the unification of the African continent and the dignity of our race. So please, if you want a better Africa, if you want a dignified Africa, a dignified melanated race, then please support our mission. Let us all together fight for a united, better Africa.
Don't join the British Army if you're not white.
They spoke outright in the office about lynching me simply because I'd put in a complaint, and it was suggested for me to be tar and feathered. They'd have Django Unchained playing. They would repeat the most, say, racist lines, and then they'd chuckle. When they tried to paint out as if I was a aggressive black woman, that was extremely tough. If it wasn't for those individuals who supported me, whether secretly or publicly, yeah, I would have been broken.
If it's just banter, it's just banter. You know, I'll probably laugh at it 90% of the time. But with the senior, you know, if you say something, you get court-martialed, you get shitty jobs. That's why a lot of people don't want to talk, because you talk, your career is screwed.
Particularly from your senior colleagues, the racial slurs that you weren't comfortable with, which you complained about and continued.
That certain person was breathing down my neck, whether it's on a Friday night when you're getting ready to disperse. I found myself on continuous duties every Friday, going home really late, called me a black in front of everyone, and no one said nothing.
Really?
Yeah, you know? I think that was the most part that pushed me to the edge.
Did you know David then?
Yeah. Yeah. We were based in a checkpoint, basically, checkpoint Shaparak, which was where our battalion was based out there. Out there for the suntan, I guess.
What kind of soldier was he?
Just made for it. Yeah. He had, you know, he had the strength, he had the mentality, and had the drive to actually want to be a soldier.
Do you think he was being racially abused?
Yeah. No doubt.
If the racial banter, as you call it, came from his superiors, how could he challenge that?
No chance.
To say that there is no racism in the army would be absolutely incorrect. There is racism in the army, just like there is bullying, just like there's sexism.
As the poster girl, I guess I wasn't living the life I was displaying on the posters and in the promotional videos. My experience pretty much varied from sexual harassment to racial abuse. And when I complained to my chain of command, it was pretty much discouraged. And when I continued to pursue the complaints, I was made out to have mental issues. They tried to discredit me as a competent instructor and made out as if I was an aggressive woman. Throughout my career, I was prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice and lay my life on the line for those who, I was serving amongst who didn't see me as equal, and for my country and family. And to be treated the way I was, it was just extremely disgusting. And then for the army to put out a statement to say that they do not accept liability in this case, knowing full well that I would not have settled out of court without an apology, it's just upsetting. And I believe it undermines their credibility of an organisation who are able to, say, deal with service complaints where individuals complain of discrimination adequately.
Yes, so the sister and the brother, they are talking about the ordeal they have to go through, the races they have to go through, saving a country that enslaved their ancestors. To be honest, we as melanated people, we are so special. We are so special because with everything, or is it that we are special, or we don't know our history? I don't know how to put it. Because with everything that these colonial criminals put us through for the past 400 years, we're still ready to save them during their so-called tribal, their tribal wars, which they call First World War and Second World War, which was never a world war. It was just a European tribal wars. They still drag us into it. Our ancestors came out, fight for them, for them, and yet they turn back and treat us like nothing. They created what they call Windrush. After they destroyed themselves, they came to our countries, invite our forefathers to come and help them build their country. And when our forefathers from Jamaica, from the Caribbeans, from Africa went and helped them rebuild their country, they called them the Windrush. They refused to give them, they started deporting them back. Like, what have we done? And today, you see brothers, melanated brothers and sisters on social media advertising to convince their brothers to go join the British Army. There are a lot of videos, because they say on the 19th or whatever, on the 20th, they are going to open opportunities for people from the Commonwealth countries. What is common about the wealth of our countries and that of Britain? It is all about, as I said, win-win for the British and nothing for us. So what is the common about our wealth? If they say Commonwealth, it means our wealth is common. What we have in Jamaica as Jamaican people, what we have in the Caribbeans, what we have what they have in Britain, and what we have in all the so-called Commonwealth countries in Africa, we all have to enjoy it together. As from Africa or from the Caribbeans, can you go to Britain and enjoy the wealth of Britain? No. So what is common about our wealth? There's absolutely nothing common about our wealth. Yet they are telling you that they're going to open an opportunity for Commonwealth citizens to go and join their army. And this is what the sister is telling you. The brother, the ordeal they have to go through, the racist abuse that they have to go through. And I was having a conversation with a brother a long time ago, a brother from Ghana, Edward. He was he's a veteran, formerly from the British Army. And he told me when they went to, is it Afghanistan or Iraq, on their return, they were in Dubai for some days. And then when they came to pick them, they have to separate them. Those from Commonwealth, those holding Commonwealth passport, you stand here. Those holding, those who are English, the so-called white people, you go here. They are the priority. So if they're going to take their people, even though you are all ready, swear to die to protect the monarch, they still have to prioritize those with the pale skin from those with melanated skin. That is how they will do to us. As I said, when they were fighting among themselves during their so-called First and Second World War, they pulled us in. It got nothing to do with us. At that particular time, most of our countries in Africa and in the Caribbean, we were still colonized by them. They pull us into this with all the suffering that we were suffering under their hands. They pull us into this. Our ancestors joined them to go fight for them. A brother, maybe you see two brothers fighting among themselves. Maybe this brother is in Ghana. He is fighting for Britain. And then his brother, because Ghana and Togo they are the same people, especially in the Volta region, the West. His brother is in Togo. He's fighting for Germany. So they are likely to analyze each other's for Germany and that of Britain. And yet they were all being colonized. Germany was colonizing Togo, whilst Britain was colonizing Ghana. And then we fought each other for them. And after that, they came back and they still hold us into ransom. They still hold us. And after everything was done, after they destroy themselves, they invite us to come and help them build their country. After we help them build their country, see what they did to our fathers and our mothers from the Caribbean. They deported them back. This is sheer wickedness. They deported them back to the Caribbean. Call it Windrush. That they don't have the right to live in their country, even though they invited them to come and help them build the country. So yes, before you join the British military, take your time and watch these kind of videos. Don't let all these our brothers and sisters on social media telling you only the benefit of what you will get. There are more to this. There are more hiding behind the so-called benefit that they are showing to you. I thank you very much for coming around. Before we can rise again as melanated people to overcome all this dehumanization that these colonial criminals are dehumanizing us, the treatment that they are treating us, before we can rise again as children of Africa to overcome that, we need to unite the continent of Africa. If we unite the continent of Africa, we will use our brains, our energy for the benefit of our race. Until then, we are going to continue to be humiliated by these colonial criminals. So let us join hands together, fight for a united, better Africa. That is why we are here. Support our mission, One Africa Mission. We are on a mission until we chase Satan and his people out of Africa to wherever they come from, and to build a better Africa for the next generation of Africans. Thank you very much.